Hi, Mel. Okay, so yes, you can definitely go to aim labs to practice your aim, but you can also practice your aim in Overwatch, and I'll show you in this video how. Go to play, go to game browser, okay, go to create, all right. And then you want to go to settings. This should be very familiar to you now. And what you want to do is on the top right, there are 5 blue buttons. Choose the one that says import code right over here. And you want to type TKBR3. TKBR3. Right? What this will do is it will actually prepare the game mode for you to practice your aim. Okay? Go ahead and press escape and you'll be back in the screen. Start. Alright, so we're gonna be launching in. It is always going to be this particular map, Lijiang Tower. You can choose any hero you want. I would personally recommend going Soldier or Cassidy, whichever you like. Or of course, if you want to try the others, hey, knock yourself out. But I'm just gonna show you again, by default, Soldier 76. So you'll spawn in this particular room, go past this yellow box, which is where the word start is. Go past it and you'll find yourself here, right? On this platform, you know, facing these guys, right? These guys will never shoot back at you, but they will keep jumping like that in random order, okay? So you can go ahead from here on out to go and practice your aim, right? You can just shoot, do whatever you want, you can do all that. Now, this is great and everything, but another way to sweeten the deal is if you keep shooting and you have to reload, it's gonna take some time. So you can save that. You can save yourself some time by turning 180 and looking at this particular sphere. You'll see 2, but you want to focus on one up top, infinite ammo. Right? If I click on this, what you realize is on the bottom right of your screen, the health bar, sorry, not the health bar, sorry, the ammo count is going to change from 30 to 999. That should be more than enough before you actually have to reload. Alright, so this is obviously a great way to save some time. Right, just focus on your aim. You don't have to think about reloading. Just continue and just focus on your mouse movement. Okay, right? Okay. Now, next thing is, let's say you fall off this particular platform. Oh no! All right. Can I get back up there? Yes, you can. So what you want to do is you want to move to the back of the box. You'll see this green ring. Just move into it and you'll get boosted up. That's it. All right. Next thing is, right now you are fighting them at this particular distance, right? If you want to bring them closer, you just want to look to your left and you see this distance -10. This is by default the distance between you and the enemies, right? If you want to bring them closer, all you have to do is shoot forward, right? So the most is 0. You can't do any more. This is the closest that the enemies will be, and it's probably the, in my opinion, the best distance that you can just practice your aim on, right? If you want a bit more of a challenge, you can of course press backwards, right? You can push it back all the way up until 100. Okay, so 100, it'll be that far. Obviously in a real setting, in a real game, they won't be that far, right? At most they'll probably be right around, say, here, right? 40. But my recommendation is go ahead and bring it to 0 and start practicing from there. Okay, next, last one is this pit on your right side, right? Here, if you shoot on the right, on the yellow one, she will appear, this pretty lady right here, right? So what she'll do is she'll actually sort of give you a damage boost, right? So what you'll notice is that every single shot that you do is much more painful, right? So if that's your kind of thing, go ahead. If you want her to disappear, shoot it again. All right, next one we have Anna, right, which is the blue one. Shoot once. You realize that there's a timer that's happening on top of your ultimate. Once you're nanoed, this particular color, right, you can go ahead and start shooting. Basically, your shots will be much stronger, very similar to when you had this lady earlier. Okay, this guy do not use at all. I think there's some bug, I guess, in some ways with using him. Okay, so you can go ahead and ignore him. Okay, and that's about it, right? Hope this can help you to work on your aim. Okay. Oh, wait, no. I can show you one more thing. Okay, so again, same thing. Play, game browser, create. Very familiar again, right? And just ignore me for a bit. Let's see. I think it is Aim Trainer 3 was mine, right? Aim Strafing. Oh no, Aim Trainer 2. That was mine. Okay, so okay. So what you want to do is, if I could, okay. So let's say, ignore me. Create. Settings. Import code, and you want to type in AA5QQ. Press OK, and what will happen is, again, similarly, the game will prepare for you a particular game, aim training game, right? And you can go ahead and press escape and press start. Okay, this is another great game mode in my opinion to train your aim. It's kind of similar to Aim Labs in a way, right? So, again, you can choose any character. I would choose soldier, but what happens is right now you can move, but you kind of don't want to, right? So what you want to do is, let's say for example, this is the main bit, right? Let's say a grid. Okay, you want to go ahead and destroy me to start. So to destroy, shoot it
in 3, 2, 1.
This is another way to train your aim, right? Of course, the idea is to shoot them as fast as possible, but I would recommend when you're first starting out is just take your time. So shoot, make sure your reticle tries to hit the sphere before you go ahead and move to the next one, right? Don't worry about trying to be fast, just take your time, land your shots. Once you do, you can go ahead and try to speed it up, right? So let's say, I feel a bit more comfortable, I can go ahead and make it a bit faster. Once I'm super comfortable, I can do something like this, right? Okay. So yeah, this is another way to go about training your aim. And of course, in this particular game mode, there are several different settings that you can go ahead and play around with to basically make or configure your training setup, right? I'm just gonna show you in a bit. So once the timer is down, you'll see this red effect coming around, right? So there are several different modes that you can go ahead and try, but instead of shooting them, you actually have to press the F button, right? So if I press F on standard, when I place my reticle on it and I press F, it will change to standard. I'll change to 360, I'll change to strafing, whichever ones, give it a try. You can explore, right? I'm just gonna leave it to grid. I'm gonna look to my right, and I'll see these options, right? I can change the color of my targets. If I don't like blue, let's say I like red, right? I can change it to red, right? This is going to be an example of how the targets are going to look like, red, okay? And let's say I want the target size to be just a little bit smaller. I can press this. I can choose whether I want it just a bit smaller, a little bit more smaller, or the smallest. Whichever one you prefer, go ahead and do just that, right? If I start,
3,
so
2,
these are my adaptive settings, right? You can go ahead and, basically challenge yourself at this thing, right? Every single shot you do, right, or if you see on the top of your screen, there's a score, right? And of course the timer is right beside the word skirmish. Okay, so yep, so just basically keep trying, right? At the end of it, you can definitely see your score, and from there on you can work to improve it, right? This basically helps with your reflexes, with how fast you aim. But again, as I recommend, take your time. You don't have to rush it, especially when you're new to FPS shooters, right? Give yourself some chance, okay? And just take your time, okay? Once you get very comfortable, you will eventually be able to shoot these things way faster, probably maybe even faster than I do, right? So yeah, just keep trying, okay? So as the time is running out, 3, 2, 1. The red orb will appear again. You can still shoot if you want to, but otherwise, that's about it. Now, if you want to change characters, all you have to do is look at the top right of your screen and you'll see the controls for it. Right now it says, so left control, space, and R to swap heroes. And I did just that, right? So let's say I want to choose Cassidy. I could do just the same thing, right? So similarly, I can do that. Again, you don't have to reload in this particular game mode, right? All you have to do is just focus on your mouse and your shots, right? You cannot move. If I press A or D, S or W, you'll see that my character will not move at all, right? Okay. So yeah, that's about it, right? These are two of my recommended maps to go ahead and practice your aim. Of course, there's a couple more, but yeah, otherwise these two will do quite a good amount of benefit for you in terms of practicing your aim. But otherwise, if you're gonna give aim labs a try, you can definitely do that too.